Hey, welcome. Woohoo! Great to see you. Great to see me. Uh, that sounded weird. Okay, let's leave it. Let's leave it like it is. I said that this live will be a Q&A. I'm still open to answer some of your questions. But maybe let's start with that one. Let's start with emotions. That's the topic that just popped up on a client's call just the few minutes ago. So I'm still like that. Whew. And guys, we all have heard like so many times that we need to feel good in order to attract good, to manifest, like feel good emotions to manifest good things, right? We all heard it. In the same time, we all have so many proofs from our own lives that that's not true. Like take a moment right now, if you will be watching just a replay, like push, like stop me, right, and think for a moment about it. Like how many times it was like that you felt, oh my god, like so good, like flying, you were in the flow in your life, and then bam, like some shit hit. Okay. An opposite situation, how many times there was something great, something truly wonderful happening to you when you were thinking, when you were feeling absolutely down, angry, sad, da 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 da. I know you have. You have stories like that. So you know that, no, what is happening in my life is not only about my emotions. Still, that's something you try to do. You try to manifest by changing, by forcing different emotions. And it leads to this like weird construction, okay? When you are not only sad, right now you are even sadder because you are sad that you are sad, or you are angry on something, on someone because of something, and on top of that you are angry on yourself because you are angry. It works like that also with positive emotions, right? So we can be happy because we are happy. You can be happy because you are happy. That's all possible. But what's not possible is changing our emotions like that. And another reason why is because our emotions are manifestations. They are manifestations. They are connected with our hormonal system, with the whole hemisphere of our body. Alright? So sometimes, like people facing certain medical conditions, they face certain emotions like connected to those conditions. There is no, it's just like that. And of course, if we are manifesting everything, that means that, it was somehow manifested and they manifested it. Still, here am I. And I'm angry. What to do with that? And telling myself to stop being angry, it won't do the job. It will make me just more angry. Like, let me know in the comments if you agree with me. And yes, when we change our states, and states, what we are doing here, this whole love of assumption thing, right? Manifesting with states is so much different than other approaches. And with this mainstream approach that we all know, that's actually, some like patchwork from different teachings from different people that don't usually, like go all together, but like we know some stuff, right? It's like hidden beliefs, da 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 da. And here we have states. And manifesting with states is so much different. It says that here are you, or here am I, alright? And that inside this meat suit, there is a God. There is a God that's connected with everything that exists there, like all around. And that's the true me. And the way for this true me, for this God inside me, to experience life being embodied here in a 3D is through states, identities I'm wearing, being a coach, being a mother, being Polish, being that, being that, being that, being that, being that. That's all our states. And those states, they have emotions in. But it's not like that, that if you are in a certain state, you always feel the same emotions. It's truly not like that. It's not like, oh my God, I'm a student, so I feel this way. I'm a business owner, so I feel this way. No, because inside this one state, right, there are so many things, and how this state, this specific state, reacts to what's happening on a 3D, or in the 3D, sorry, it causes you feel something. So for example, right, everybody's like, if I will be in love, in a happy relationship with my specific person, I would be always happy. But what if your specific person that you have now a great relationship with just was involved in some car accident? Are you still perfectly happy? I guess the answer is not. All right? And the reason why you will be not happy while in relationship with your specific person, a happy relationship with your specific person, why you are not happy is because there's love and there's connection and there's great relationship between you and that person. That's what this is about. So it's not like, oh my God, if I have this, then I am always happy. It truly never works like that. Maybe it's the thing about your kids. There was probably a time when you really, really wanted to have them, and right now sometimes you are like absolutely frustrated and you want to sell them. Emotions are not your states. Your states influence your emotions, but it's still separate. And please, 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 please stop judging yourself for what you feel. And you truly don't have to start feeling different emotions first to manifest something else than you have. Because state is what you know is true about you and about your reality. It's not your temporary emotion, because emotions always, they come and go. They change. And I also know that, you know people who are nothing like thankful, full of love beings, alright? Maybe they always complain and they are so nasty and oh my god. Still, they have those awesome lives. But they don't have awesome lives and money and a loving partner and so on because how they feel. They have it because, they claimed it for themselves. Like, that's normal for me to have. Yeah, of course I have all of the money. Like, let me keep complaining. Do you see that difference between your state, how you see yourself, how you see your reality, and your emotions? Your emotions, by the way, are often habitual. And what we can do, we can change our habitual emotions. So if usually on autopilot you react with irritation, you can absolutely change that. But maybe let's leave this topic for another occasion. And one of the occasions like that will be the stage shifting masterclass. It will be a free masterclass on day before Halloween. There's a link in my bio. You have to click on Koti tab, then there's the link tree, and then you have the link, and then there you can sign yourself up. And no, there will be no confirmation email. I will set them later. So just leave your email and it's done. It's no worries. So that's that. That will be occasion to talk more about that. But what I want still tell you today, the main message, is stop beating yourself up for your emotions and stop trying to stop trying to force yourself into feeling something else that you are feeling. So what to do then? What to do with unpleasant emotions? Just let them be. Just observe them. Just observe them. Notice that it's you having them, not you being them. And the less you will fight with what you feel, it will be just able to flow. And it will pass. Whatever you will pass. Whatever you're feeling will pass. Unless those are great emotions, then focus on them. Where you focus grows. So like I said, because we have there was some change with the audience in the meantime, right? But you know this mechanism, that you are angry, frustrated, sad, and so on, and you really want to change it. So so you try hard to make yourself happier, because of course you think you need to be happy first, to then manifest something good, and then you are so scared that if you will not be able to make yourself happy here and now, right now, this second, you're screwed forever. But it's not like that. And the true power, I tell you that from experience, the true power there, also in manifesting, is not in being happy and joyful and positive. It's in being. Just in being. And it's so different than being happy. If you are one of those people in a situation like, yeah, so there's some like big shit in your 3D that you are trying to change with manifestation. And because you heard so many times that you have to be happy to change that, you are using like many techniques, right? To change, to get happier. So you are like, yeah, forcing yourself to like not focus there, but to look like there and like be happy about that. Like look, continue here, that, like get happy about here right now. And what that creates is this feeling in a body that you are sitting on a bomb and you are going to explode any minute. Why? Because there is what you truly feel, what needs you and what wants you to be processed. And there is what you are forcing yourself to, what you are faking to do. If you are one of those, if that's like your case right now, that's your message and that's life for you. And the message is just stop. Just stop doing what you're doing there. And just let it, just observe, let it, whatever you're feeling there, just let it be. Without judging it. And if you are judging it, just, notice it. Okay, I'm judging myself for feeling that. This way, that's the way to get back into your God self, to get reconnected with this. Through observing, to not be so engaged in that 3D. It's Neville Goddard said, like, ignore the 3D. But truly ignoring the 3D is not how we easily understand it with, just like disrespecting it. It's not true. It is true. You manifested it. Fact, sorry, it is true. Whatever is there, it is true. It's manifested. If that would be not true, then your every manifesting win would be also not true. Because, you manifested is like 3D circumstance, right? And there's the secret. There's the secret that people usually don't talk about, but like someone needs to say it. It's very hard to suppress just one type of emotions. Meaning, it's very hard to not have any negative emotions or to easily transfer negative emotions into positive ones, just like, treat them like they are not there. And in the same time, to go deep into your positive emotions and be truly happy and be really connected and be really alive in your good feelings. I once did it, not once, because it lasted a couple of years. And like, I was there, all right? I was suppressing all of my emotions. And it was very hard. It was like, yeah, it was very easy to be unbothered, to like not be so angry, to not be so sad, to yeah. But in the same time, it was very hard to get authentically happy. Because emotion is emotion on this biological level. You don't pick like which one, right? You're suppressing and which one not. Like, let it flow. This is your emotions are how you are alive. And the secret is actually that the more you are letting yourself to feel everything you're feeling and anything you're feeling, including your very unpleasant emotions and negative emotions. And like, by the way, it's not truly, really, fully like that you have negative emotions. You have unpleasant emotions, yes. But are they negative? They often warn you that something is not okay, that maybe you need to rest, that you don't want this situation, that you want to manifest something else. Your emotions are constantly telling you something. And you can listen to them and receive the message, or you can be in like suppressing, oh my god, good vibes only, and I feel like I'm sitting on a bomb and I will explode in a minute. Let it be, whatever there is. And finishing the sentence I started. The more you are just letting yourself feel whatever, including all of the unpleasant emotions, all of the anger, all of the frustration, the sadness, whatever else, the easier or the more you will also have positive emotions. Why? Because you will be way more connected to your God self. You will be there. And you will stop fighting with what you feel. And that is pleasure and blessing on its own. Truly. So I will use the word homework for today. It's like, feel whatever you're feeling. Don't try to change it. Don't try to alter it. Just notice it and let it be there. And the mistake I was doing for a very long time was like, I was spending like 10 seconds on doing it, right? Like, yes, so here I am. Oh, I'm noticing it. Okay, and then, oh my god, let me escape and like do something else, like do something on my phone, maybe work, maybe a book, Don't do it. Yeah, like sitting with unpleasant emotions is no surprise, okay? It is unpleasant. But when you will do it, like for how long? Enough. It can be 1 minute, it can be 1 hour, it can be however, yeah. Let it pass. Don't like, okay, you're there. It's like ignoring a child or ignoring a puppy. like spending attention, like putting attention, spending time with your puppy, right? It's not like the 10 minutes will absolutely satisfy him. And your anger, your emotions are like puppies. They don't need, oh, you're there, okay, like, now go away. Actually be there. And I promise it won't harm your manifesting, connecting with yourself, with your life, authentically feeling what you feel. It won't harm your manifesting. Oh my God. That was it. I promised the Q&A, right? And there are some questions. Let me quickly go through them. I don't know if you also feel that this topic, like emotions on its own, it was heavy on its own. I'm repeating myself. Okay, and there's, I don't know if is it a question or it's not a question, that it's addiction to read about love of attraction, love of assumption, instead of actually practicing it consciously. Yeah, but it applies with everything. It applies to dieting, fitness, traveling, collecting data. Addiction to collect data. Yeah. And there is something, I think I said it, I wrote it in my newest post, that it actually takes a lot of trust to start and to step on this manifestation journey, and to have that trust, because the trust that we have, it always needs to be evidence-based. So on the very beginning, I feel I'm after 2 clients calls, and I just I will stop talking. I will stop talking in a few minutes. But you see, it's not that it's not negative reaction that my throat will say no, you need a break, stop constantly talking. It's not a negative reaction, it's the information that I need rest, because here in this 3D life we have those 3D bodies that need to be taken care of. Saying that. How do you remove fear and anxieties in manifesting? There was a post just yesterday, was a post directly about it. A few months ago there was also a masterclass on this topic, and I believe the link is still active on my stories somewhere. But very quickly, just like that, with not fighting this fear, that's one thing. And the second thing is to actually knowing how to manifest. Because we can harm ourselves a lot with doing, I will use a harsh language right now, stupid shit. And doing stupid shit always seems like just fighting with 3D instead of manifesting. So that's actually not manifesting. That's trying to lie to yourself and making yourself believe in those lies, in the same time trying to not see what there is. And this way, what we are achieving right? So when you do it, okay, you do it when you see one thing, but you are immediately like, no, 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 and you are affirming something else. And this affirming something else just keeps you busy in your head, and that's all. We do it when we manifest, not manifest, when we imagine, when we visualize something in our imagination that makes us crave the manifestation more. And instead of just manifesting it, we are putting manifestation on the pedestal, and it feels like, oh my God, my life will absolutely fall apart if I won't have this one thing. That's not manifesting. That's actually, if that's manifesting opposite to what you want. And if you are in this phase, if anyone is in this phase, there are always fear, doubt, and similar things around. And here's the connection, here's the link between everything that I was saying about emotions and this thing with negative emotions. Because this fear there, if what you are doing and you think that you are manifesting your desire, but you are getting opposite results, and you have a lot of fears and a lot of doubts around, those are not negative emotions to get rid of. That's a very clear message to stop doing whatever you're doing because you are moving in the wrong direction. Simply like that. And to anyone watching it, okay, if you are not there yet, but that's exactly the whole reason for me to create Powerful as Fuck program. It goes step by step between how does it work, how does it work for you, because we all know, and that's the sure thing, that we all manifest differently. How we imagine what to do to successfully manifest, it varies from person to person. So I can tell you exactly what I do to manifest for my personal life, and you can use it and don't get the results I have. And it's not because something is wrong with the formula, it's because it's not for you. The way is not for you. It's the same way with, I don't know, not the same shampoo. It's for like every hair type, alright? It's exactly the same with manifesting. So Powerful as Fuck lets you actually notice and get aware over, okay, that works for me. And that doesn't, so I won't be doing ever again things and techniques that won't work for me because that's only wasting my time. So if you want to go from, oh my God, I'm doing it for way too long, I'm trying to manifest for way too long, I know it works, but I'm absolutely not satisfied with the results I have and the change in my life because it's basically none. Powerful as Fuck is a place for you. It's a program I created for you. For you to start actually being like, okay, now I love my life and now I'm getting everything I want. And that's so easy. It's like no-brainer. Next question. How do you keep your state? You don't change it. Or you keep returning to it. very often. The good news is, it's actually good news that any of our states are permanent. Maybe for most people some are, like being a woman and being a man. They are actually also states. They give us very specific way how to see the world, how to behave, what to do, the beliefs that go with that. Those are states. Some people change it on some point in their life. Some people don't. And like generally, like most states, like yeah, we're connected with our occupation. Do we feel loved? Do we feel rich? And all of those states, right, that are like main target in manifesting, we can change them. We can change them through our life. And they keep changing on their own. Yeah, again, I was just like marketing Powerful as Fuck program. So there, it will guide you to how to notice how you are naturally changing your state. Because we are naturally changing our states like all the time. Even like during the one day, we're changing our dominant state. So that's the great information for all of you who are trying to manifest one thing. That no, being and persisting in that state is not thinking 24 hours per day about that one thing. Because that's not natural. Because if you have a great relationship or a great job, a great money, anything that you want, you don't think about it all the time. It's there all the time and you know it's there. So if you have a great relationship at home, right, and then you're going to work, you are focused on your work and not thinking about your partner all the time. So how do you keep your state? One more time. You keep consciously returning to it. Sometimes you will fall off, right? But falling off of your state means, yeah, so I was just here feeling so, yeah, successful and loved and like I have a great relationship. And in the moment I'm like, no, that's not manifested yet, that's not true, blah, 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 blah. That's falling off your state, okay? So you're like back in your old one. But if you know that, yeah, it's great and like you have what you want, and then you're thinking about something else, that's not falling off your state. That's healthy. You're just like busy. You're just busy with your life. When you are truly falling or losing the state, we notice it because we will be in the like old crap again. Next. Okay, I always think about him first thing in the morning. Yeah. Do you know what's the perfect way to destroy any great relationship? Putting the person on a pedestal. That's not only like that focusing on the person and not on yourself like all the time, right, that will make you stop from manifesting that person, usually, sometimes not. But you can't have a happy relationship with someone when you are in I don't matter. I'm unworthy without them. They are the only one source of the love and happiness in my life.